Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM. We are getting ready here for the NHL entry draft. Now, one of the things that we need to focus on is adding some nice prospects, goaltending, defense, all around. We need to add some players. So I took a look at the scouting, and where are we here? Scouting. And I took a look at the scouting report to see who the top 5 are, yada, yada, yada. Tyler Benson is rated number 1. He's only 49 overall sniper. All right, but he's number 1 apparently. We've also got Julien Gauthier. He's actually rated 62 overall. He's a huge playmaking player, giant. Sean Day. Everybody says Sean Day is a great prospect. Sean Day is only 59 overall, but he is he is the highest besides Julien Gauthier. Nolan Kobasu is not his overalls are not available. Jesse Mills is 56 overall. Charles Anthony Poulin, he's actually 63. Paulson's not available. Terry Brewer's not available. Mikarinas is not available, and that is it. And then on the goaltending side, we've got Troy Timpano, who's actually 59 overall. Now, I was given 3 other players that are not listed here. Sorry, 4. Evan Scott, Jeremy Lawson, Mike Davies, and Graham Knott. Okay? Now, Evan Scott and Jeremy Lawson are defensemen. One is Scott's scheduled to go in the first round, and Lawson's scheduled to go in the second round. And then on the left wing, Davies and Knott are both scheduled to go in the first round. Now, the 2 highest overall between those 2 players are Scott is 68, and so is Graham Knott, okay? Now, it's whether we want to add a forward or a defenseman. I would think I'd want to go after Evan Scott in the first, or probably, Graham Knott in the first round, and then actually go after Evan Scott in the second round. I think that's our goal. I don't think we need to go after that goalie. I'd rather trade for him than trade for the pick. The player's usually worth less than the pick itself. So let's see here. Who's going to retire? Jerome McGinley, Patrick Marleau, Daniel Zubris with Cavalier, Dvorak, Hossa, St. Louis, Hannon, Chris Phillips, Boyle, Tanguay, Cleary, Fisher, Ribeiro, Neal, getting down to the bowels here. Any of our team gone? Probably not. We don't have too many old players. Nope, no Oilers. Goaltenders. Oh, yeah, 1 over. And it looks like the only 2 that are actually Nikolai Havulin's gone, yada yada. The only 3 active ones are Dan Ellis, Nick Backstrom, and Evgeny Nabokov, all right? Everybody else is just old guys like Nikolai Habibulin, just ready to finally retire. He had more losses than wins. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad as a goalie if you have more losses than wins. I'd highly recommend you updating your trading block. We will, because I'm not looking to initiate any trades. I'm good with what they suggest. Let us get up into the draft. Like I said, I don't think that there's any necessity for us to actually trade up. And we've got the 24th overall pick. Washington's got the 1st. There's too many prospects up in the air this year, but I think that we can still maintain. Actually, you know what? Let me just see what I have for picks. We got 1, 2, a 3rd. We don't have a 4th round pick. Now, if I could get another 1st round pick that has, low trade value, the 29th overall pick, you can see that's even got really high trade value with Anaheim. And in order to get that, we'd have to give up Marincin, which I don't want to do. So, no. I'm just going to go with what we got here. And let's hope we can either get... number 1 will be Graham Knott, and then Evan Scott will be our backup. So, Timpano went to Toronto, so we'll take a look at that. So, Evan Scott got taken. Graham Knott is still available, so that's who we wanted to take with that pick, was Evan Scott. Or Graham Knott, sorry, Graham Knott. Where are you? Oh, what the hell? Was he taken? No, there he is. Hold on. I thought Graham Knott was considered a 1st rounder. Was he a 2nd rounder? Oh, Graham Knott's considered a 2nd rounder. Then there's also Lawson. Was he taken? He must have been taken. Hold on, Jeremy Lawson. Where are you, dude? Oh, no, he's a 2nd round forward. Davies. Davies is the one I'm thinking of. He hasn't been taken from the looks of it. Davies. There he is. He's considered a 1st/2nd rounder. Mike Davies. He's actually 63 overall, but we're going to go with him, and hopefully we can get him. If not, we'll go with Graham Knott, who is dropped down to a 2nd rounder. Yeah, we'll go with Davies. There's a lot of players here with high potential, though, you can tell. Trevor Stacey, a grinder, offensive defenseman Nick Welsh, Evan Pole, a grinder, Blaisdell, defensive defenseman, 6'4". That's not a bad option either. Davies has really low interest. So you know what? He'll probably stay around. So how about we do this? How about we go with a guy like Welsh, an offensive defenseman? Or this defensive defenseman. Let's try Doug Bledell. 6'4", 207 defensive defenseman. 19 years old. There's also, a grinder. No. We'll go Bledell. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. All right. Continue the sim. Continue. No trades we want to make. Now, we're hoping for Jeremy Lawson at this point. And he was taken by Montreal. Or, sorry, Carolina. And it looks like Davies went too. So we don't have anybody left over. Now we're just going to be drafting. Let's look at goalies. All right, scouted goalies. Nobody else going. Anybody in the second round? Paperny? No. All right, so there's not many good goalies this year. Ulrich, right wing grinder. And then we got a defensive defenseman. We already got a defensive defenseman. So I guess the grinder. Let's go with the grinder. Okay, he's scheduled to go the second round. He's got pretty good potential. Third round. Continue. Shut that down. Let's see if that goalie's still available. Fourth, yeah, we're down to fourth rounders. Just our guy that we scouted. So that's it. Skaters now. Offensive defenseman here. We already got one of those. We don't need to do that. Oh, no, we didn't. We got a defensive defenseman. He's got 3 green stars. Any other big dudes? Let's go with Vincent Lanoux. All right, another defenseman. Quick sim. Okay, now we don't have a 4th round pick, so maybe we can get it. Maybe we can get the goalie in the 5th round. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can get a 4th round pick here. Let's see. 4th round, 119th overall. Let's check Washington. 4th round pick, and what would you want in return? Iwanek. All right. How about this? This should go through. Travis Iwanek for Washington's 4th. No, it expired. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. All right, we'll see if that goalie's still available. If he's not a big deal. Everybody said I should finish this off because there are tons of picks available that you might get to steal on. Goalies. Yeah, he's gone. Scouted goalies. 6th round, Postma. Theo Postma. No interest. Well, low interest. What about skaters? Anybody with high interest? Yeah, Tyler MacArthur, defensive defenseman. We've got so many defensive defensemen. 2-way defender, defensive defenseman. You know, these guys are no interest. There's a power forward here. Anybody else with high interest? There's a couple. Right wing sniper, Matthias Josefsson, Boykov. These guys have high interest. So does Josephson. Tarnstrom has none. Let's try the sniper. Let's mix it up because we haven't had many playmaking type players. And the 6th round, we'll sim. Maybe we'll get a goalie here. The steal of the draft will be this goalie. We're scouted goalies. Oh, there's nobody. All right, Luttinen undrafted. That's our goalie that we're going to draft. Oh, we got 2 7s. Oh, my goodness. I've never actually finished an entire draft before, I don't think. Let's see. We went off the board. Everybody else is undrafted. Scouted goalies. Scouted skaters. Oh, goalies. Gunnarsson, they got him undrafted. Scouted skaters, all undrafted. But we've got Chabot, 2-way defender. Another 2-way defender. Anybody with high interest? Nope. We'll sort by potential then. These guys are pretty much guaranteed. Here. You're a grinder. And then we'll go with a goalie on the last one. Gunnarsson. Let's take a look at all goalies. Okay, Gunnarsson's the only one. All right, good enough. And that is that. We'll see how we did, actually, after that. Okay, so what we didn't get is, it wasn't as successful a draft as the other one, but that's okay. And we need to actually re-sign some players. We did get Graham Knott, though. So let's go to contract screen. All right. So, overalls, Taylor Hall's 91. Nugent Hopkins is 90. Victor Hedman's 89. Perron dropped to an 86. I kind of figured that would happen. Schultz is an 86. Eberle dropped to an 86. Darren Helm's still an 85. Clefbaum is still an 84. Marinchin's an 84. These guys are going to go up. Yakupov dropped. It could go up. Downey went up to 83. Abdelkader still an 83. Boyce still an 82. I believe that's what he was before. Horak still an 80. Connor McDavid's now an 80. Dreisaitl's a 78. Darnell Nurse is 79. Anton Lander, 77. So a couple of good guys. Now, who did we pick up? We picked up Not centers. I want to look at... Was it left wing? Not Grop. No, it wasn't left wing. I guess it was right wingers. No, it got to be left wingers. Who the heck did we take? Well, there's a 4 red star guy right here. Who's this? Oskari Siki. That's right. We picked him up. Oh, it was defenseman, wasn't he? Picked up a lot of defensemen. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Blaisdell. Look at that. Doug Blaisdell is 4 yellow stars. That defensive defenseman I chose to take. Awesome. Awesome. So that's a good pick right there. Lano. Vincent Lano. That offensive defenseman. 3.5 yellow stars. He'll be a good prospect for us in the future. Travis Dermott, still good. Where'd that guy go? Where the hell is everybody? How about the goalies we picked up? Andrei Makarov. No, we don't need him. And there's a ton, like Gunnar. They're all red stars. All these guys we drafted, they're red stars. And not very high at that point. What the hell are they? Who else did we draft? What was his name? Hold on. No, Graham Knott? Was it Graham Knott? We took left winger. He's a left winger. Graham Knott. Where are you, dude? I thought we picked up Graham Knott in the first round. Who did we draft in the first round? Well, maybe it was that defenseman. Yeah, it was that defenseman. That's right. We took a defenseman, and he's 4 yellow stars, so that's good. Now, I do want to look actually at goalies, and Toronto. We got to pop over there to see if 59 overall, what he is for stars. Yeah, 4.5 yellow stars. Troy Timpano. So he's good. He might... No, he's not their best goalie, but look at that. Bernier and Reimer. And then Reimer's a free agent. They may not sign him again. We may actually be able to jump on the Reimer train right there and get a better goalie, just like everybody said. Okay, so now we need to take a look at our depth chart, okay? So I'm going to go back to my re-signed players, and I'm going to assess this here. So let's see. Centers. Okay, so I'm going to set this up, and then we'll be right back in just a second. Okay, so I'm all done now. So I've got the depth chart set up. We're going to have Nugent Hopkins, Helm, Gordon, and then probably McDavid in there. So Horak will tender a qualifying offer to, probably. Gordon will give a new contract. On the left wing, we need to re-sign Perron and Abdelkader. Gazdic, we probably will just release. I don't see any need to have him. On the right wing, we need to re-sign... I'll probably give Pitlick and Packarine in a contract. Why not? We'll give him a shot. Defensively, we need to add Hedman and Clefbaum. And then goalies, we need to re-sign Scrivens. We could probably let Emery go. All right, so we're going to get a good deal on everybody. I got to grab my calculator. Hold tight. I need my math. I need to do my math. I'm not overpaying on anything. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. Calculator is out and ready to go. Okay, so first off, let's re-sign... Oh, what the hell? How do we get to Edmonton? Detroit, Edmonton. All right, we need to sign Victor Hedman. He wants 6.15 for 5 years. All right, let's give him the 5 years. That'll bring him to 30 years old. So 6.15. We can actually get him for 5.22 or 5.230. So what a savings on him. That's a huge savings. That is a very good value. 2.230. So there you go. Victor Hedman. We'll have him locked in for 5 years at that value, okay? Oscar Clefbaum, 84 overall. He wants 3 years at 2.655. You know what? That's not a bad deal. Yeah, you know what? We'll give him the 3 years at 2.655. 2.655 is 2.560. Or 2.260, pardon me. 2.260. Yes, there you go. Okay, so Clefbaum we got, and we've got Victor Hedman too. Well, we'll soon have them. Who else do we have to re-sign? David Perron. David Perron wants 3 years at 4.2. That is his lowest. 4.26. And that'll give us a 3.625. Every little bit counts, guys. Every little bit counts. There you go. Okay, and then Justin Abdelkader. He wants 2.485 for 2 years. Or 1 year. I'm going to give him 2 years at 2.515. And that'll give us 2.140. All right, so we'll save a little bit on him. There you go, Justin Abdelkader. So that is a bit of an increase for him, obviously, because he was only 1.8 or something. Gazdic, we don't need to worry about. Let's sim a day here, and then we'll worry about Gordon and Horak. Make sure we got it. I mean, we got so much cap space. I mean, we got $20 million to spend right now. So we got Justin Abdelkader, David Perron, Oscar Clefbaum, and Victor Hedman. And $11 million to spend. All right, goalies. We are going to sign Ben Scrivens. He wants 1.605 for 2 years. All right, let's give him that. And we'll be at 1.605. 1.365. So we'll save a little bit on him. That is so cheap. That is so cheap for him. 1.365 for a starting goalie. We'll release Emery. We do not need you. We will tender a qualifying offer to Markarov, to Brossois. I will release Buns. I do not need him. I will release Franz Tohima, and I'll release Bouchard. Do not need those guys cluttering things up. They have no value to me whatsoever. All right, centers. All right, we need to sign Boyd Gordon here, so we're going to see if we can get him for a low value. 2.415. Oh, yeah, we can get him for 4 years. Look at the value. You get him for 5 years at 1.325. But nobody's going to want him at that age. You know what? I like that it goes down. Let's give him 3 years at 1.6. 1.395. There we go. So we'll save a ton of money on him. That's fine. Nobody's going to want him for that long, but 1.395 for Boyd Gordon. 3 years as a third-line checker. That is a good deal for him. And we will negotiate a new contract for Horak. He wants 850 or 845 for 1 more year. So let's do 845. Depth forward. Horak could jump up. Okay, there you go. Lander will negotiate a new contract for you. 785 for 2 or 3. It doesn't really matter. We'll give him 3 years at 785. Travis Iwanek. I'll tender you a qualifying offer. We will sign Nicholas Waugh. 700,000. Sure, why not? That's good enough for me. All right, we'll go to left wings. Actually, I'm going to sim a day here. Make sure we got everybody we wanted. And then this will pretty much do it for this episode, guys. Once I get through this, these re-signs here. So we got Gordon. Nice, easy decision. We got Ben Scrivens, Anton Lander, Roman Horak, and Nicholas Waugh. We got $9.9 million left to spend. We're going to release Luke Gazdic. I don't need him. We're going to release Antti Tervainen. Don't need him. We will sign Ryan Gropp. He's got 4 stars. Okay. Right wingers. We will tender a qualifying offer for Pitlick. And I will... Oh, cancel. I will tender a qualifying offer for Pakarainen. We will sign a contract for Urich. He's going to play. He's 20. We've got Pavenovs. We will sign Josephson. This is that sniper we picked up. He's actually 3.5 red stars and 65 overall. I'll leave that guy off for now. Defense, we will negotiate a new contract with Gernat. 685 for 2 years. He looks like he's going to jump up here. Yeah, let's give him 685 for 1 year. He might jump up a little bit. We will negotiate a new contract with Mark Alt. 655. I will tender Musil. I will tender Davidson. We will sign Dermott. Okay, 3 years. We will also sign Blaisdell. That's our 4 Yellow Star first round guy that we drafted. Really good. And Lanouve, we will sign. These guys are all young players who could actually... Well, Lanouve can't play yet, but... And then goalies, we've got that tendered. Okay, so we should be good now. Let's just sim up to here. And let's take a quick look at free agency so I can leave you guys off with that so you know what to expect. All right, so we got Alt, Gernat, Josephson. Oh, wait, what happened with Gernat? Or Josephson? Okay, hold on. I got to look into Josephson to make sure he signed. I don't see why he wouldn't. Stop the sim. Resign players. Josephson was a right winger. He didn't sign. Okay, we'll give him 750. I don't know why he didn't sign. That was weird. All right, and let's just make sure that we got everybody else that we wanted. Unsigned. We got Urich. Why didn't they sign? Maybe there's no room. There may be no room at this point. We'll see what happens here, what it says. Looks like Josh Harding's the only goalie available. Travis Iwanek accepted. I would like to join your team, but you have a full roster, so I'm unable to accept the deal. That's okay. They don't need to play this year. And we got Travis Iwanek. Okay, continue. So it looks like the only goalie available is Josh Harding. Let's see. Oh, no, James Reimer's available. And they're going to be people are going to be offering him 4.72. So I think we probably go after James Reimer, guys. I think that's pretty much the guarantee on this one. He's a pretty good goalie. So I think James Reimer is the go-to for our re-sign purposes. I don't see the need to add anybody else, really. Maybe Steve Ott. His discipline's shite, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty much anybody with potential sitting out there. We got a couple. Peter Holland, third-line scorer, center. Not really interested in him. Lemieux, Brendan Lemieux would be a good option we could pick up. He may be just an RFA, though. No, he isn't. He's a UFA, so that's awesome. And then that's pretty much Matt Calvert, 26 years old. Any goalies with potential? Any RFA goalies with potential? Makarov, our guy. He will resign. All right, guys. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. We'll probably get James Reimer when we come back. So exciting stuff for us. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.